Alright, hello and welcome to the first of many reviews that I will be doing. This is a review of the game Dishonored, obviously, and I just finished doing a Let's Play of it, and so I just thought I'd talk about what I thought of the game while playing through a bit of the second mission of the game, which is probably, I think, one of the better ones, which is why when I started playing the game, I loved it so much. I thought it was really, really cool. Like the concept, because I'm a big Thief guy. I've always loved the Thief genre and series. It's just so well made and all that. But I was really excited for this game because it just felt like a I don't know, something of a reboot, because of just like how it's all steampunky like the Thief games and how it's based completely around sneaking and stuff. It's just, I thought it was the coolest concept ever. I was so excited for this. It seemed to compare it to other games, it seemed like it would be the combination of BioShock with the plasmids and stuff, Thief with the sneaking mechanics, Deus Ex with the world layout and stuff like that, and Half-Life 2 with some of the city layout, with how there's like these guards all over the place and the big stalker thingies. I mean, those are four fantastic games. They're all really, really good. So I thought this game did a fantastic job in terms of atmosphere. The atmosphere is by far the coolest thing, probably one of the better things I've ever seen in any game. I mean, just look at the graphics. The graphics are interesting. They may not be technically good, but they look really cool. The general concept of the graphics is fantastic as well, with the steampunk setting and all that. Let's see, what else? There's just so much. So much to compliment this game about. It really does just do so many things well. In terms of... Oh, come here. There we go. In terms of atmosphere, graphics, things like that, it's really cool. Where this game fails is story, to be completely honest. Now, I'm not really going to spoil anything for you, but I am going to say this game is extremely predictable. The story is like, what? It took me about 6 hours to beat it. It was kind of sad, honestly. So, this game is not worth $50. Not by a long shot. Definitely not. It is good. I would probably get it for about 20. Ooh, you're scary. But yeah, the story is generic, kind of boring, and sometimes I don't even know what's going on. When I do know what's going on, I know exactly what's going to happen. Okay. So let's see what else to talk about. So like I said, the story is not that great. The gameplay, while at first I thought it was fantastic, the sneaking is not nearly as fine-tuned as I wish it would be. For example, let me give an example of a fine-tuned sneaking mechanic. The Thief games have that little light gem thing, so you're like, okay, I'm in this area, I can't be seen unless they're really close. In this game, while it may be more realistic, you really have to guess. So it's like, I don't know if I were standing out here, if he would be able to see me from where he is standing. I don't know. That's the issue. See, and look, I don't know. He might be able to see me out of his peripheral vision. It's just, everything is so... it's a lot of guesswork. And while that may be more realistic, I don't know if I like it as much. If that makes sense. Ooh. So, the gameplay has some issues, especially when it comes to combat. The combat is extremely difficult. It feels kind of rusty. In fact, let me just show you a little bit here. So if I come over here and try to attack him, I don't want to kill him right away. Oh, well, I've got multiple people now. So see, at first, it just feels easy, like way too easy. Like, look at that, I can just swipe him. But then later on, it's like, it just feels wrong. Yeah, see, this is pretty easy. Wow, I just cut his head off. Okay, that's horribly gruesome. And how did he... Okay, whatever. I didn't even know you could do that. That's fantastic. But it feels rusty. It feels clunky. Like you just don't really know what you're doing. I don't know. I don't like the combat system. I think the sneaking is okay. It could be done better. I've seen it done better. Deus Ex does a good job with the sneaking, I think. Because in this game, you're stuck with just being a big person, like bumbling around trying to not be seen by things. But in Deus Ex, you're kind of like skinny. You can fit through holes and stuff. You can become invisible. It's like I feel like there are more ways around things in Deus Ex, whereas in this game, it's a whole lot harder to actually do sneaking mechanics rather than just saying, okay, I'm going to try and sneak through here, and then he sees me. So that doesn't really work that well. I guess there's Blink. Blink is pretty cool. But, again, let's see, if I look at my powers here, there are what? 6 powers, whereas in Deus Ex there's so much more. So, if I were to pick between games, I would pick Deus Ex, obviously. I guess I can talk a bit about the plasmids. Let's see. I call them plasmids because they're basically plasmids. I'm a big BioShock guy. I love BioShock, so I compare everything to BioShock because I think it's probably an example of a close to perfect game. It may not age well. People who play it today, like one of my friends, I just bought it for him, and he's like, wow, this game sucks. But I just don't think it ages well. It was one of the first games I played, so I didn't really have anything to reference to. But still, looking back at it, it's a masterpiece. So anyway, I'll talk more about that in my BioShock review when I get around to it. So we got Dark Vision, which allows you to see through walls, which I never really used. I didn't think that was really that useful. So that's one down that I think is just kind of dumb. Blink is probably one of the few things that actually makes this game worthwhile, to be perfectly honest, because it's really freaking fun to just like teleport around all over the place. It's really cool. So I love Blink. I wish more games would use mechanics like this, and it's really innovative. Possession is also quite cool, but I don't really, a lot of the time I either forget it's there or I just don't find a need for it. So I think this could have been utilized more in the game. Bend time, I saw that in the trailer and I was like, whoa, holy crap, these plasmids look so freaking cool. But I never found a use for it, because what I thought it would do is slow down everything else, and you would get to move around fine, but that's not what happens. It just slows everything down. It's like Fear. And most of the time, well, no, it's not like Fear. Because in Fear, you can move around as fast as you want, I think. At least I could. I don't know. It's weird. I guess it's more like Max Payne, where you're just completely bound by the time. And so I never found... In Max Payne, I hardly ever use the bullet time feature, because I just don't find it really helps. So same with this. It just didn't... I didn't find a use for it ever. Devouring Swarm seems kind of like the odd one out. Like, when are you ever going to just go in and have a swarm of rats? Like, you've got all these awesome sounding ones here, and then you've got a swarm of rats. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of like the bee one in BioShock. Like, just a swarm of bees? Great, I'm gonna stick with the Electrobolt. Yeah, it's weird. And then Wind Blast, I never use that. I have not used that one at all. I don't think I even put a single thing into it. It's like a high cost, and it just looks kind of weird. So yeah, the plasmids, to be honest, I thought there were going to be way more. I thought they were going to be used more. I thought the game in general was going to be longer, so there'd be more opportunity to use them. But there really wasn't. One of the things I found to be completely disappointing about the game is the length of the missions. Now, I already said that the game itself... Damn it. I already said that the game itself is extremely short, but they're like, what, 9 missions, I think? Something like that. And they are And I was like, okay, 9 missions, 2 hours per mission. That's gonna be like an 18-hour game. Awesome. Because like the thief missions, when I first played them, probably took me about 2 hours. So that was fantastic. But they seriously take me about 30 minutes to get through first time. It's horribly disappointing because I feel that this game is too easy and not innovative enough. While there are some really awesome innovative things, there isn't enough of them. Just, I think so much more could have been done and done better, if you understand that. So, let's see. I've gone over graphics, I've gone over gameplay, I've gone over story, I've gone over ambience. I think that's probably about all I'm going to talk about this game. Overall, it's good, but it's not great, and it's not at all what I expected it to be. So, I would buy this game if it was about $20. I think my score would probably be 6 out of 10. So, that's my soapbox. Thank you for watching my review of Dishonored. If you haven't seen my Let's Plays, I encourage you to go watch that, because I think I go into a little more detail and rage quite a bit about this game. So yeah, expect to see more reviews in the future, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.